slants for $1 out of the cornfield for $1 a day, and worked, got a job. In fact, I was working right along with my high school coach, Ray Alice house, shocking bearded wheat and rye for $1.50 a day in a meal.
How about that?
But the meal wasn't good.
Oh, wow.
This woman could boiled potatoes. I always tell about her serving green peas. And you take up the spoon and hold it like this, and they just come down one at a time like a necklace. I mean,
It is so thick.
there was.
Yeah.
Of course, through the famous depression, jobs were hard to find. I don't know as I did too much more that summer. Of course, brag a little. Valparaiso University at that time was very small, and trying to get some interest. At one time, of course, it was a huge school. When Kinsey and Brown had it, was known as poor man's Harvard. And they eventually both passed away, and somehow it just went downhill from 20,000 students to practically nothing. And the Lutheran University, or the Lutheran religion took it over and was trying to build it back up. And the year I graduated, they offered a scholarship for $100. Tuition was $175 a year. They offered $100 to graduating seniors based on the results of a examination, which I guess was on the order of a intelligence exam. They had artificial language, they had mathematics, they had other just logical questions to figure out, English. And I did get one of those scholarships. In fact, I got the highest grade of any that took it, which doesn't speak up too bad for a little township school. Let's just say Valparaiso High School. I was lucky. So I started, took pre-law.
And that was where then?
At Valparaiso University.
Okay.
I stayed and worked for board and room for Solon and Mary Deal. It was a nice place and everything, but they used to fight until it drove me frantic.
Oh, no.
So
Somewhere along the way, when did you take piano lessons?
well, that was the last year of high school.
Oh,
Aunt Ada, we had a piano which actually belonged to somebody else who moved to California and had no place to put it and couldn't find a buyer, so we got it. And Aunt Ada paid which was then an exorbitant, $2 a week for me to take piano lessons. And I took it from Anna Maroney in Valparaiso, who was very strict, very classical, but she knew her business. She had a 12-foot concert grand piano, and you could be playing away, and she would be standing 8-10 feet away from you and said, "You used the wrong finger on that note. You should have used the fourth instead of the third." I mean, but
You know her stuff.
of course, when Aunt Ada was drowned in this boating accident, a storm came up and tipped the sailboat over, and there were 6 on board. They got back clinging to it, and then Uncle Bill said the wind switched suddenly and very ferociously and just picked the boat up out of the water. It was capsized over on its side, just picked it up and threw them all. And we think definitely because of a very, very bad bruise, we think Aunt Ada was knocked unconscious and was unable to get back and drowned. But So that ended the piano lessons.
Uh-huh.
Uh, I believe the next summer is when I worked for Lance's assembling the hay forks. And then went back to school, and as I say, Solon and his wife used to fight so badly, I just refused to go back there, so he made a deal with Chet Munson and Mrs. Munson, my friend Chet Munson, whom I had known from 5th grade, and lived with them. Sometime of the year, in fact, I think possibly when shortly after I went back to school, and through the end of the year I got a job clerking Lowenstein on, I think, Friday and Saturday night. Friday night and Saturdays in the men's department.
They're still in business.
And they're still,
They are, huh?
survived me. After the second year, that summer, through Dad's best friend who worked at over in Gary in the steel mills, due to his influence, I did get a job over there and worked that summer, and probably was getting about 60 cents an hour, and on some jobs, this is around the 80-inch roller mill, I did make some bonus. That's when I bought the first little old motorcycle.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
was working there for some 2945 Harley.
Oh, uh-huh.
It was a big sum of $75, I think. And
And you remember you mentioned about that job, you had to throw, you had to work a lot around the hot
oh yeah, you throw salt on the hot steel, red, almost white hot steel, and this roller mill rolls it back and forth, squeezing it down each time. But and it was a hot summer, 100 many days, and some of these were slabs when they started out were 16 feet long, about more than 3 feet wide, and better than 2 feet thick. And when they came through and you walked up this salt blew the scale off as it was compressed so that it wouldn't be embedded into the steel. And you walked up there with a long sleeve shirt and shielded your face, and then when you backed away you held it so the sleeve didn't touch your arm because it burned the hair off.
Oh, man.
It was hot.
So we're talking, was this around 35 or so, something like that?
That was in 1936.
36.
And then came school time. Again, Uncle Bill Behana, Ada's husband, got me a job at Rothschild's, at State Maurice L. Rothschild at State Jackson, and
In Chicago, Illinois.
in the will call department, and I enrolled in John Marshall Law School right back of there on Plymouth Court for night classes. And I moved in, started staying at the Y at the 826 South Wabash, which has since closed. And while I was there, I met a guy who was working there, running elevators and what else. First had a room alone, and then got a larger room with him, and then after a month or so, I don't know when I did move over to just a block toward the lake to 830 South Michigan. And that's where I met your mama.